The sun paints the city with a golden haze. It's beautiful and calm. We are all gathered with the ones we love. It's that special time of day, and here we are once again. Did you hear that? What was that noise? Something is coming, and I don't know if it's good. Good evening, everyone. My name is Marina, and I'm your host here at 87.7 FM. You know, it feels kind of weird to say that out loud. I mean, I've said the whole opening thing 100 times now, but for whatever reason, it just feels a bit weird. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting sentimental. Anyways, I'm joined today by our lovely new audio organizer, who is filling in for Blaine tonight. You see, Blaine just barely started classes at the university, and tonight is their induction ceremony. So they're currently there with their boyfriend, Issa, for support. On a side note, the dress that we got at the news store on Rainbow Road is amazing. They look super good, but I'm just rambling now. There's things to go over, so let's start off with the traffic report. Ravens Road is a ravage of ruins as the road is rigorously ripped up to make room for pipes. Workers wish all will wait for this worrisome wonder to be finished. It's currently a chaotic and crazy construction creation full of careful and cautious careers. Expect many detours and delays in the area. A chill runs swiftly through the air. Shadows flicker everywhere. Something's wrong, it's plain to see, as everything moves in harmony. A figure approaches here at last, a deadly reminder of the past. Eyes that can see, a key made of glass, and then a prepared vessel for the shadows to pass. Come to the doorstep with these tools three. Open the door and set us free. That's interesting wording. If I had to guess, expect congestion and delays on your commute this evening. And this is all for traffic. So, things at the station are interesting at the moment. Since I achieved a level of emotional stability that allows for work to be done, she's been busy with her job as audio organizer. Right now, she's in the process of doing a massive deep clean of the entire station. The archives downstairs are now clutter-free. The recording studio is free of old, irrelevant paper, and the walls in my office have changed colors. I thought the room was beige, but apparently they were just white walls that were super dirty. It's not the most comfortable thing to know, but hey, it could be worse, right? Anyways, my point is to say is that it feels like I'm inside a brand new station. The changes around here have been dramatic and mostly good. Well, except for the other day when I couldn't find my snacks. But it's fine. I'm supposed to be laying off the ramune-flavored high chews anyway. So thanks, You're doing a great job here, and I'm glad to see you're settling down in our wonderful city. Ai is currently rolling her eyes. I mean, I know the city is crazy, but we do the best we can. Anyways, let's move on. There's news to go over. Renovations of the housing along Ravens Road have begun. After delaying a couple of months to allow residents to vacate, construction crews have begun to update the house's power, plumbing, and general structure. This will mean that it will be harder to get through Ravens Road for the time being. But don't worry, workarounds and detours are currently being established. Local owner of the Moonridge Movie Theater, Issa Zak, had this to say on the matter. So I guess the houses need to be updated since that fire. Alright, but seriously? Do we need to shut down the entire road? Come on, guys. I'm just a 20-year-old running around with a business to manage and adult bills to pay. I'm already frustrated enough with what's going on. He then proceeded to punch a brick wall, but neither his fist nor the wall broke. So, it's clear that the damage caused was on the inside. I'll be sure to update you as soon as the detours are in place. Next up, we have a large amount of fog interrupting this year's Boba Tea Festival. It's just suddenly came out of nowhere, right as everything was set up, and the booths were right underway. Witnesses report seeing a man in a dark trench coat with a red beanie and eyes that were faded and sad, hidden behind a thick pair of glasses. It's unclear if this man is the cause of the fog, but it does seem to appear whenever he is around. More on this once we figure out what's going on. Ooh, and lastly, I have a very exciting update for all of you regarding a very special garbage-based mammal that lives in the studio. As many of you have written in asking about how Darian is doing, well, I'm happy to report that our little garbage bear has successfully given birth. He has a healthy and happy litter of 3 little beans. They're all currently hanging out in the maternity ward at the vet's office. You know, it's the one next to the really good bagel place. It was a long and rather messy process, but in the end, the delivery was successful. The babies are super adorable, even though right now they look like small puppies that someone painted raccoon colors. They don't really speak, except for a bunch of soft whimpers. And as for names, well, the agreed upon names are Endymion, Lysynthia, and Meatball. Meatball is the runt of the litter, and so far, I think he might be my favorite. With this big news being said, Darian is now on maternity leave. Wait, paternity leave? One of those. But don't worry, while he's away, we've worked out a plan to keep our mail system going. So, if you have something to send to us, please use our email. Or look for our station intern, Mike. He'll be covering Darian's usual delivery routes, while also wearing a raccoon onesie to keep the feeling authentic. It's not a perfect system, but we're doing the best we can. Anyways, that's all for news. So while organizing the archives as a sad and desperate way to cope with the situation far beyond her control, I stumbled upon an interesting box of recordings and stuff. It looks about 8 or 9 years old and is apparently marked Night Show. And well, there's a few interesting things inside, so I thought it'd be worth taking a look at. First of all, there was a bright neon sweatband with the matching tie-dye shirt and a slogan's embroidered across the front of it. It reads, "Sweaty spaghetti makes beefy ravioli." And there's like a little macaroni around the decorated text. In fact, there's a matching macaroni on the sweatband. I'm not sure why it's here, but it looks nice. Anyways, there's other more relevant things in this box, like an old station picture. It's dated about 10 or 11 years ago. In the center is that grumpy guy that keeps showing up here every morning. And next to him is a tall lady with long, colorful braids of hair and a shorter girl with long, dark, frizzy hair. She appears to be wearing the t-shirt and the sweatband in this picture. Ooh, and then there's Tim and Jill from the Late Night Jazz Corner. I can see a few interns and random producers scattered around the background. And, well, one of these interns, he looks familiar. It's a younger guy with bright blue eyes behind a thick pair of glasses. He's smiling, but I swear, he looks familiar. I don't know, maybe it's just me? I'll have to ask Blaine about it later. Anyways, I think I just stumbled on an old station staff photo. I wonder what it could mean. Geez, you scared me. Is everything all right? That was a super big crash. Well, the crash came from one of the back offices. I should probably go check, just in case she hit her head or something. As for the rest of you, enjoy this fun ad break. I.
Good things pass away. You left our bridges in flames. Now the gloves come off. We're coming for you. Retribution is coming. Here are your just desserts. We're good at many things. Most of these things are kind, gentle, constructive. Others are less so. We tried to be friends, but you crossed the line. The pie is on the floor, and soon your head will follow. Cozy congregation of Sasquatch. All we ever wanted was to be friends.
Welcome back, everyone. How are you doing? I'm all right myself. So, in her attempts to clean up the entire station, I has moved on to the offices. Specifically, she was in the office for the morning show. Under normal circumstances, it can usually be best described as a den of sadness and disorder. But I managed to clean it up pretty well. Well, mostly. So, the producer for the morning show, Jack, is a pretty interesting guy. He has a lot of notebooks for organizing shows, city research, and, well, other things. And apparently, while I was cleaning, she accidentally stumbled upon one of Jack's spicier, let's call it, notebooks. She read a few pages into the journal, and now, well, the lights in the back office are flickering, while ominous voices are whispering from unseen corners. So, yeah, fun stuff is going on. Right now, I is scrubbing the bathrooms and repeating over and over the phrase, "It can't hurt me if I pretend it doesn't exist." Now, I'm not sure if that's how it works, but who knows? It's a new coping strategy that I haven't seen before, so maybe it'll work out this time. Let's try it, especially since I have updates of our life in this beautiful, wonderful city. The Waffle House turned Church of Mothman building is currently on fire. Now, how this started or why the flames smell vaguely of maple syrup is unknown. Firefighters are currently on their way there, but it's difficult to get to the religious district with all the traffic backing up Main Road. So, it's going to be a minute. Try to stay out of the way where you can. In other news, I'm getting word that a new botanical garden is opening up by the hospital. It's a beautiful structure involving several interconnected greenhouses meant to replicate various biomes. So feel free to stop by and experience over 400 different breeds of flora on display. As a plant lover, I can't wait to check it out. Oh, and there's a huge commotion at the big field on Cherry Lane. A large group of people are gathering, and it seems that the center of commotion is a door. It's a vibrant door, painted with violent and wild colors, almost to the point where it makes onlookers feel sick. Witnesses say that the door is unconnected to anything, and classical music is softly playing from the other side. Don't go to that door. In fact, you should run away as fast as you can. Immediately. Seriously, stay away from that door. It's dangerous, and you won't like what you find on the other side. Trust me, I say this from personal experience. Just run away. There's nothing there for you. Just run. And also call the police. I'm not sure what they can do about it without the sheriff, but they're better off than the rest of us. So yeah, please be advised. Oh, dear, and now it seems a strange wind has picked up in the station, and I'm looking out the door, and Jack's notebook has flown in front of the bathroom floor. The pages are flipping furiously, and all of this is right in front of the bathroom. Yeah, I can hear eyes screaming and crying from this, yeah. Definitely not a fan of whatever's going on here. Definitely not my place, but yeah, I'm gonna go check on I. As for the rest of you, please enjoy this pre-recorded message. A life that is lived as shadow in glass. Promises made that could never last. A hand reaches out for those in its trust. An iron bond fades to the toils of rust. A role to upkeep with the greatest of class. Give life and comfort to all. Yet always feel distant, always be small. A life that is lived as a shadow in glass. A familiar face with possibilities vast. The comfort found in seeing an old friend. The faith to remain loyal through twist and bend. promises made that could never last. Faith that a feeling is true and just, hope in a friend that you found. Fear as troubles roll themselves around, a hand reaching out for those in its trust. A feeling that comes with inner disgust, the pain of losing a home, the moment of understanding you're all on your own. An iron bond that fades to the toils of rest. A life that is lived as a shadowing glass, promises made that could never last. A hand reaches out for those in its trust. An iron bond fades to the toils of rust. Whew, that was exhausting. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that message. There was an interesting mess to clean up. Jack's notebook was flipping furiously, the lights were going off, except for this weird, ominous blue glow that seemed to circle the book and various other corners. And then gravity got kind of weird. I was in the center of the room, staring down at the pages. Her eyes were dark, like full pitch black, consuming every inch of them. I thought that we were going to have another situation on our hands, but luckily we didn't. I simply closed her eyes and slammed the book shut. After that, the lights went back to normal, and now everything's fine. She put the book back on the shelf and went back to cleaning, as if nothing was wrong. Nothing at all. So, I guess her strategy worked out after all. Just keep working and ignore the problem until it goes away. I'm glad that it's all worked out. And also, the station looks amazing. I've never seen this place look this good before. So, good job, I? It appears she's throwing up violently in the bathroom, so I guess I'll give her some space. As for the rest of you, stay tuned for excitement and work done in a brand new and clean space. And until we meet again, I hope you all... Wait, what? Are you sure? Are you absolutely certain? Oh no, this is terrible. Hang on, everyone. I'm getting reports straight from the big field on Cherry Lane. Police are on the scene, moving people away from the door. The ground is shaking, dust is billowing in the air like smoke, and the door is opening. Oh no. I just got a text from Blaine. They're asking if I saw what's going on down at the field. I'm seeing this right now and... Oh no. A figure's emerging from the door. They're surrounded by a blinding light and walking out. I'm seeing the face now and it's the sheriff. Sheriff Olivia Hawthorne just emerged from the door, and honestly, she looks terrible. Well, I mean, not like terrible as in bad, because I don't know if she could ever really look bad, but she definitely looks ragged. It's like she spent several months fighting a war or something. Wait, right now she's looking towards the crowd like she's about to say something. Everyone's listening and it's a sentence. The door is opening. We're already too late. What? I'm not sure what this could mean but the sheriff just collapsed. Officers are approaching her, sealing off the door and trying to get her stable. She doesn't appear to be breathing. It doesn't look good. So, stay tuned for what happens next. And for now, Let's hope it turns out to be a good night.
Dream Girl City is a production by N.J. Schulze. It was written, produced, and acted by N.J. Schulze. The poem for today was Melancholic Dissertation by N.J. Schulze. Have a poem you'd like to hear us read? Have a theory? Have a comment? Email this and more to DreamGirlCityRadio@gmail.com. Or look us up on social media. This podcast grows a lot through word of mouth, and so we are very, very grateful for all of you spreading the good word out there and growing the raccoon revolution. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting us. Well, I hope you're all enjoying the season so far. Until next time, just remember, I may be sick, but I do have a trick.